Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thriving Females. I'm Sarah.
And I am Tara.
And today we have two identical twins that are our guests today. So just so we know it right off the bat, Rylan, raise your hand. There you go, Rylan, saying hello. And Kailee.
Hi.
So now you guys know who we're talking to since they look just alike. But we can't wait to dive into living the life as a teen, just finishing their freshman year and being twins. But it wouldn't be possible without this mom, Sarah. She's going to pop in and join us for half a second. Sarah is the real hero here, raising the girl. Sarah, we want to know all about, giving birth to these twins, the achievements of being a mom with them. Let us know.
Yeah, so this is Rylan and Kailee, and they were a surprise to find out we were having twins. And I am still as fascinated today at multiples as I was the day that we found out we were having multiples. They came a little early. They were born at 29 weeks. And they were just over 2 pounds. That is them at about 6 weeks old. In the picture, all babies are miracles, but these two are true miracles because they were born at 29 weeks and came home from the NICU at 34 weeks gestational. So before they were even full term. And they fought while they were in there. Rylan was exceptionally sick, had to be on a ventilator, a CPAP, blood transfusions. And I tell all of you that because look at them today. They are 5'9" student athletes that are thriving after their first year of high school and make us proud every day. And I always say, again, I'm as fascinated today about multiples. So I never, ever stop anyone when they want to ask, like, what's it like to have twins? Because I think it's so cool and I'm very proud of them.
So before we go to like some of the other pictures of them growing up, like I want to know who is this one that's like raising their hand, kicking the other, like I am ready to take life, and who is the other one just chilling, like who's this other person with me?
Okay, so yes, that's Rylan. So Kailee had a little mark above her eyebrow, and that was how we could tell who was who because they were very identical as they are still. But yes, that's Rylan taking charge, waving, trying to roll over onto her sister. I know came out first too, so that would fit.
But the ones from the hospital, I have some questions for Sarah before we get to how cute they are as little. When they were in the hospital, Sarah, are you able to, because you said 2 pounds. I always think that's so fascinating. Were they able to, are you able to touch them or?
So it's funny you say that. I obviously was new to having kids, especially in the super scary NICU where beeps and buzzards and people are running all over the place. And I got in trouble by one of the nurses because I went in there and I was rubbing them. And all of a sudden, when you rub them, all the alarms go off because it excites them. And so their heart rates go up and their blood pressure and all of that. So if you went and touched them, it just had to be like a solid hold. And that was really weird because I would just sit there all day holding them like this. So we could not hold them actually until they were about a week old.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh. So how many pounds were they when you brought them home?
4.
And, this like
4 pounds each. Yes. And I actually was terrified to bathe them. Ben had to do it for probably the first month because I swore I would drop them or break them because they were.
Well, and their skin is, even just with, a baby that comes home at 40 weeks, like you feel like it's like paper thin. So
yes. I was very intimidated. And then when we had one baby, it was like, oh, this is kind of boring. Like,
so when you guys had twins at the beginning, did you think you never had enough hands or did you learn to do everything double time?
We learned to do everything just double time and tried to get them on the same feeding schedule, which was huge because then it wasn't constant, I would nurse one, Ben would feed one from a bottle, and then we'd swap the next feeding. So we would usually have about an hour and a half break in between feedings for a little while.
Yeah, because look at them. They're ready to take on the world and give you a run for your money.
Yes.
They look So when they were little, did their separate personalities start to appear right away?
Yeah, they did. So we really couldn't start judging stuff, honestly, until like they were always about 3 months behind on things that they would do. So we really saw their true personalities come out like around maybe 18 months when they both started walking and getting really, really into each other. And they would have this language. They would say, blah, 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 blah. And then they'd go off and do whatever they had discussed. And I swore that whole twin talk was a joke, but it is so true that they really had their own language.
Now,
And
girls even tell you apart here. So how did you you never messed them up once?
yes, I did, but I will say Dad still messes them up.
A lot.
A lot.
So when they were little, and they weren't talking and said, what was the major differences in trying to make sure you told it? I was fascinated by identical. I'm like, oh, what if you actually switched the names? You kept calling the one Kailee, always Rylan.
Right. Well, so Kailee did have that spot on her eyebrow and Rylan had a spot on top of her head. And then once they got hair at like 3, and we couldn't see the spots anymore, we're like, oh gosh, you'll better start doing something different because this is going to get tricky now.
Like take a Sharpie to the
fingernail polish. And we never dressed them in identical clothes. That was helpful too for other people as well. So like if Rylan wore pink, Kailee would wear purple, or if Rylan wore blue, Kailee would wear green. So we always tried to keep the color situation going, especially when we would be with other people so they could remember, okay, Rylan's in blue today.
And for all the parents out there that have twins, did you think you got more attention with twins? Because I feel like everybody goes, oh my gosh, it's twins.
Do you think so?
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
They say, oh, it's twins.
Yeah. I think so. Lots of stops in the grocery store and in Target. And I was always honored. I was honored when people wanted to stop and ask me about my kids. Like, yes, because I think this is really crazy too.
I admire anybody who has twins and triplets because, I thought that would be a good idea. And then when you have one, it's so exhausting. I can't imagine.
Right. Well, then when we had McKenna, I was like, oh, it'd be so cool to have another set of twins.
Wow.
And then it's like, no, it would not be cool. I mean, the idea of it is really cool, but the reality would not have been.
Is the idea really cool?
It was a cool idea at the time.
Yes, exactly.
Well, Sarah is the reason and of course, Ben, your dad, are the reason you guys are here. But we want to talk about you guys. And thanks, Sarah, for stepping in.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, girls, let's talk about being twins. I want Kailee, tell me something you think is different about Rylan than opposite of you. Like, does she like reading and you don't? What's something about Rylan that's different than you?
Well, a big difference is she loves to run, and I am the complete opposite. I do not like to run at all. I'd rather do anything else. I'd rather work out or do anything other than run. So that's a big difference.
So you didn't get that from your dad. Rylan, what about you with Kailee?
Well, Kailee, our personalities are a little bit different. My personality is a little more like crazy and up for anything. Like I'm very excited about everything, and she's more like laid back, thinks about the process before she does things.
Yeah, Rylan, because you're running everywhere. You're like, let's do it.
So Rylan, that makes sense. So do you have to do more of the convincing with Kailee all the time when you guys like something comes up? You're like, you're the one that motivates her to get it done. Let's go, or let's do this.
Yeah, usually.
Because Kailee, you're over there thinking it through all the time.
So I'm just like, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this?
Yes. So have you guys every time I look at identical twins, and I know you guys have seen the Disney movie Parent Trap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I always think identical twins at some point in their life had to play tricks on people. Have you ever done that when people aren't really familiar with who's who?
Yeah, we did that a lot in elementary school. Mm-hmm. It was like on April Fool's Day, we would switch up our teachers.
Yeah.
Did they
And
ever
I
know?
remember the one day when we got caught, it was because we had to take a test, and we obviously had to write our own names on the test, and we turned it in. Our teacher was like, "Wait, you're not Kaylee, you're Rylan."
And that was
That's how we got caught.
So was it separate teachers and classrooms?
No, we had the same teacher. We had the same teachers through elementary school, and then middle school. Obviously, we had separate because of the scheduling. But it was always nice to have her in the class.
So when you guys were in the same class, did you guys in elementary school, did you guys still play with each other, or did you guys separate and have new friends?
No, we always had the same friends. Like our friendships were kind of with each other and other people. It was more like some people are with us, and like we never really split off. It was kind of just like us and other people.
So you guys attract the same types of friends.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you guys say you're each other's best friend?
Yeah.
This is where we interview like one of you at a time and the other's in a soundproof room and we hear like the real deal.
That's one thing. Kaylee, what's something that irritates you about Rylan? Because you guys are together a lot.
Oh my gosh, she is so messy.
I've been waiting for this question.
I'm so clean, and like we share a bathroom, and our bathroom is disgusting because she leaves her clothes all over it. She doesn't put her toothbrush away.
It's because she's running somewhere.
Riley, this is your chance. What it really just bothers you about Kaylee? Bugs you?
Her constant chewing. She chews with her mouth open, and it's so annoying.
We all have rooms for growth here.
You know, there's twins going to be watching this going, "Oh, I feel you." My sister, I get that. But at least you guys are honest with each other, right?
So you both finished your freshman year of high school. And so tell us about that. What was that like?
Go.
So yeah, I liked it a lot. High school is so much different than middle school and elementary school. You have so much more freedom. And like we went to a K-8, which was a little more sheltered than normal middle school. So that having that freedom in high school was so much better because like we could like eat lunch wherever we wanted. We had friends, and like it was so fun.
Because you didn't have friends before? I'm just kidding.
No. Well, I mean, like, we got to do things with our friends that we didn't get to do in middle school, like the freedom and all that.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time. Rylan, what did you think about high school going in?
I really like it. The same reasons, like the freedom and like just to get to pretty much do whatever you want under circumstances, but like same thing.
Were you overwhelmed at any time? Because like your mom said, there's 3,200 kids at that school.
That is wild.
Yeah, the weird thing is we were never overwhelmed. Like it felt like normal.
Like you're kind of around your own grade or your own classes.
Yeah.
You're not necessarily feeling all the overwhelmingness.
Yeah.
What was that as a freshman? Because you know there's like 8th graders that could be watching this right now. What was like one of the scariest things that you know, you went in thinking it was going to be scary or hard, but then it ended up not being as scary or as hard as you thought?
The AP exam.
Yeah.
That was the most scariest thing.
Yeah.
Those are really intense.
Yes. We took AP.
I'm fairly certain I got points because I wrote my name correctly. That was about it.
So you guys had to take the test prior?
No, it was at the end of the year, but it was probably the scariest part about high school is because of that exam. Like we were kind of preparing through it the whole year, and like the pressure of only having a certain amount of time to answer questions and a certain amount of times to write like 3 essays. It was crazy.
There was a lot of guessing.
Yeah.
What AP classes did y'all take?
I just took AP Human this year.
AP Human Geography.
Human?
AP Human Geography.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, my voice is all messed up.
No, that's okay. I mean, I've been out of high school for quite some time, and so I didn't know if that was a new age class.
So would you guys tell everybody that was the test hard, or is like, what if somebody else has the jitters like you do? Is the test really hard?
It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah, it was a lot easier and more self-explanatory than I expected.
That's good. That's good. What were some things that y'all got involved in?
Well, we have our sports. I do cross country and track, and Kaylee does volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rylan, this is you running.
Yes.
Yeah. And so where are you at here?
This is the district meet for cross country. And that was the meet that it was really stormy and like it was raining the whole time. It's actually not raining in this picture. It was like the only picture it wasn't raining in.
Yeah.
But it was just really muddy, but that made it really fun too.
Is this track?
This is track. This is one of the meets. This is one of the meets in the beginning of the season. This was, I actually got a PR in this race in the mile. And so that was good.
So when did you start running? Because I know Dad runs from the minute he gets up till the minute he goes to sleep. So when did he start making you run?
Really, I started like getting into it in about 7th grade, but I've been running like before then too.
And so you love it. You love it, right?
Yeah.
So what do you like better, cross country or the track?
Probably cross country.
Why is that?
Just running.
Well, I like the aspect of it more because you're more like with your team and it's all team based more.
Yeah.
Track more individual. So I like when we're like with our team and stuff.
So did you do all the distance? What did you do in track?
Track, I ran distance events. So like the 800 mile and 2 mile.
Nice. Now, did you know a lot of the kids prior on the track team and the cross country before you came in?
Cross country I didn't because that was like the first season I had with them, but track I knew everybody.
That's awesome. Kailee, you did volleyball.
Yes. Yes.
Look at that. Now, how long have you been playing volleyball?
I'd say about 2.5 years, like competitively. I've like played like off and on for a few more years than that. It's just been like I actually started getting competitive like 2.5 years ago.
Now, do you play school ball or do you play on a club league?
I do both. My club is about over now. We have AAUs actually this coming weekend, which is a 4-day tournament. It's nationals, so it's a really big event. But yeah, the club season's gone pretty well so far.
Now, I know your parents have you guys involved in sports. How did you end up choosing volleyball? Did you just start to like it more and wanted to excel in that?
Yeah, I just it was in middle school actually, 7th grade. I was on the school team and I just like saw people playing. I was like, I want to be good like them. And that just kind of got my motivation up. And I was just like, I want to play volleyball and this is my passion. I want to do this. And so it's just kind of gone from there.
Beach volleyball?
Yes, I do beach volleyball. I've done a few tournaments. And I'm not like big on it, but like I play it sometimes.
So you prefer indoor?
Yes.
So do you guys think being on a team, because you guys had practice prior to entering high school, do you think that helped you guys going into high school, being involved in a sport?
Yes, a lot.
It helped us make like connections with people that have the same interests as us and make more friends before the start of school. So that also helped like ease the first day of school jitters and all that kind of stuff.
Because you're like, hey teammate.
Yeah.
So what if like there's people out there that, you know, that are in 8th grade and they don't belong on us. They're not athletic. They don't want to be in athletics. Or what are some like something that could help them go in if they're nervous? Like I only have a couple little friends and they might not get in their classes together. Like they're not going to know a whole lot of people. What would you recommend as a freshman going in?
I would recommend getting into a club.
Yes.
Like find a group, stick with that group. And there's a club for like everyone in high school. There's so many different ones you can choose from.
Are there other clubs that y'all are a part of outside of your sports? Because I know that takes a lot of time.
We're both a part of the National Honor Society for our school. And we're also, what other ones are there?
There was a Humane Society one, a club. We didn't get to. There wasn't very much involvement in that club, but like we were still a part of it. We did a few meetings, but there wasn't a whole lot during the year. And then we also made cards for it's called BT Community Cards, and we made cards for people like during the holidays, like Easter cards, Christmas cards, Halloween cards, just wishing them just the best.
Wait, who did those cards to?
Went to like nursing homes and like people in need.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's really nice. So what are like some other clubs at high school that, if somebody's tuning in right now that they might look into? Like, I didn't know they had a humane society. Did you say humane society?
Yeah, like for pets and stuff.
That's awesome. What other clubs at the high schools that kids probably don't know coming out of 8th grade?
Well, there's a cooking club. You can be a part of the cooking club.
I might need
I definitely need that.
There's a fishing club. You can fish. And what other ones are there? There are like so many I can't even name them all. There's a heart club. You like raise awareness for like heart disease. And
there's so many. I can't even think of all them. There's probably over 50 clubs at our school.
How do you find out about them? Like, how do you get involved?
Well, there's like a day at the beginning of the year. They have all the clubs lined out in the courtyard, and you just go up and visit every table and like put your name down if you're interested.
Like an involvement fair.
Yeah.
That is so cool. They did not have that when I was in high school. They had just maybe like 3 or 4, and that's it. It seems like there's a good variety, and that's something that, like 8th graders going into high school, they need to know there's something probably, don't you think, for everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So have you gotten to go to, I think I know this answer, did you guys go to some school dance?
Yes, we did. We went to homecoming, and it was really fun.
And how was that?
It was fun. It actually, about 2 hours into it, it started pouring. So then we had to like dance in the rain, which was kind of fun.
It was outside?
Yeah. It was at the football field, and there was like a DJ and stuff. It was kind of small, but it was still fun.
A football field was kind of small because it was 3,200 students.
So like, wasn't that many people there?
Yeah, it wasn't a huge turnout.
Did they have?
It was fun.
But yeah, it was still fun.
Did they have a dance floor put out there, or just dance in the grass?
It was just on the concrete. They didn't even let us in the football field. It was like off to the side of it where like spectators and stuff go.
But I feel like this like dancing in the rain is totally like a movie in the making. Like everybody's enjoying homecoming.
So why did they have it outside?
Probably because of COVID. They didn't want people like all in one place, like close together.
That's one thing about high school is you get to it, like the homecoming's like a big thing. Was that fun to be involved in all that?
Yeah, the football game was cool too.
And so Friday nights, is that where y'all are at?
Some Fridays. We did more games at the end of the season. We got more interested in them, but we'll probably go to a lot next year.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So did you guys, when you guys were younger, I know you don't do it now, but did you like dressing the same, or did you like being different? Did you tell your mom no way?
We liked being different.
Yeah, we did not like dressing the same. Even now, where it's like someone brings on like a black shirt and like white shorts, whatever. We're like, you can't wear that. I'm wearing that today. Like
I put it on first.
That usually starts an argument because then it's like, I'm wearing that first, and then we have to go back. It's like, what time did you put that on? Because whoever we put it on first gets to wear it.
So was there a point, do you remember telling your mom, don't dress us the same? Not even.
Yeah.
I think it was probably about like second or third grade. We're just like, I don't want to dress the same anymore. I'm choosing my own outfits.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys think you have different style?
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. I'm more on the dressier side, and she's more of like the athletic wear. And
yeah, because it's on the floor in the bathroom.
Rylan,
what is it like being a big sister?
I didn't really notice anything. I kind of think we're the same age anyway.
To
McKenna.
I mean, if you want to be a big sister to Kailee, you can be.
I mean, I could.
Yeah, we just saw Who Wants to Be in Charge just now.
Well, my little sister McKenna actually looks up to us a lot. I think she looks up to Kailee more than me because Kailee and her kind of bond a lot together. And she likes the way Kailee like dresses, and she always like dressing like Kailee.
And always stealing my clothes.
She wakes her up at 6 a.m. when she has to go to school and asking her for clothes. She doesn't bother me, so that's kind of nice. I get this.
Rylan, do you think that's because you keep throwing your clothes on the floor?
No one knows what's clean or dirty anymore. They're just on her floor.
I do. If it's on my floor, I know where it goes.
See, everybody has, a method to their madness.
It has a place.
Exactly. So what are your guys' goals? Do you guys think about that after high school?
I want to go to college. I think I want to go out of state to college just because it sounds fun, but that could obviously change. I want to run in college. We'll see, if I end up doing that, but I really want to.
That's awesome. What about you, Kailee?
I definitely want to go to college. I'm still debating on volleyball. I want to play I definitely don't want to go D1 because that's too much, and I'm just not ready for that at all. And but I would be interested in playing D3 or D2 for sure. But
Kailee, remember, you're only a freshman. When you're a senior, you'd be like D1, bring it on. I'm ready.
Yeah, we're trying not to think about college at this point, just so we can enjoy the years we have before we get into oh my gosh, where am I going to go to college? What am I doing?
That is very mature. That was another thing for both of you. You guys are both freshmen, and did you guys have how are the upperclassmen to you?
I actually have a lot of upperclassmen friends from cross country and track, and they don't treat me any different. I like it. It's fun. I don't really notice anything
bad.
Do you think that they kind of take you under your wing and help you out?
Yeah.
Like a little sister?
I kind of act like a little sister to them. I'm kind of like the annoying freshman, but they love it, so it's okay.
Milk while you can.
Yeah. And I can get away with it too, so it's nice.
What would you both say to future girls thinking about high school or who are nervous about high school? I always love asking this question of any of our guests because we're obviously doing a show called Thriving Females, and there's a reason that you both are on. And so, they've got a lot to say about this. Given what you've shared so far, what would you say to, future high schoolers?
I would say just make friends. It makes it so much better if you have a group of friends to go to and hang out with. Definitely do stuff out of school with them so you become closer and go to the beach, hang out.
If you're interested in sports, get involved, figure out when their camps are. Every sport has something usually during the summer, almost every sport. And it's just just get involved. That's all. And you'll have fun at high school.
Yeah. What would you say right now, summer before high school? Now there's the summer for you. Sometimes it's connection. It's sometimes you have to do you feel like that you have to also tell people friends we got to stay connected, or do you guys stay pretty connected because of cell phones?
We stay pretty connected.
Yeah, we stay pretty connected.
Because you don't want to it's oh, we're back in high school. How to see you today, how some people, but you think because of cell phones, people stay pretty connected during the summertime?
Yeah.
What are your plans for this summer?
Well, I'm actually going to a camp with my cross country team at the beginning of July. We're going to North Carolina for a week.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really fun.
I'm just kidding.
I actually don't know what you said because you broke up.
What are you going to do there? Run a lot?
Yeah.
She's like, that sounds amazing.
Evan, let's go.
What are you doing, Kailee?
I have an AAU tournament this weekend starting Sunday. And then after that, we're going to St. George Island with my family from Missouri. They're all coming down here. We're going to spend a week in St. George Island. So that'll be really fun.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And then I also have a volleyball camp with Bartram. And then also some summer workouts and stuff too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I know you guys have been awesome. I'm going to ask though, what do you think is something people don't know about twins? I mean, do you really have a secret language?
Well, our rock, paper, scissors shoe competition is the best thing to watch. We will go on and on the same exact thing, probably about 5 times before someone just gets it.
Because like there's this connection.
Yeah, it's like scissors, paper, rock, scissors, rock, paper. It's just like the same thing for the first like minute of playing, and then we're just like, okay, we can't do this anymore.
Then we end up doing like something else because it doesn't work out.
So it's
Are you competitive enough where you're like, we are not ending this in a tie? Somebody is taking it home.
We're like, we're just gonna keep going until someone.
We're very competitive with each other.
Because people always say that if you're a twin, they always have some little, weird connection. Like, oh, we always do this, or I always know, and so you're paper, scissors.
We're always trying to beat each other out in strength too. In strength, like always arm wrestling, like who can squat more.
Oh, do you guys do a lot of competitions at home?
Yes. She's always comparing like our height too. She wants to be she wants to be taller than me. And like, I don't really need the height to run, but she wants the height for volleyball. And I'm always like that much taller than her. And she gets so annoyed.
Because you're older. You're the big sister.
Yeah.
You could still be growing.
I'm the middle child.
The worst.
Yes.
So wait, Rylan, you're older than Kailee by a couple minutes?
Yeah, by 1 minute.
It's a strong minute.
I know. She knows it too.
Do you remind her of that?
Yeah, a lot. We actually realized last Christmas that she never gets to go first, like opening gifts at all. So we had to like switch it where it goes like middle child, youngest, oldest, because it would always go like youngest, middle, oldest. So we switched it because like she never got to go first.
I would always be second. I never got to go first.
Okay, so you walk around and say, I'm the middle child. I have middle child syndrome.
Totally milk it.
Yeah.
Weird things.
Among other things. Well, Tara, do you have any other questions for the girls?
I don't. This has been so much fun. I really appreciate you guys taking the time. I know it's summer. You could be sleeping. You could be running. You could be doing something else besides talking to us, but I really appreciate it.
And so, Rylan and Kailee, the reason, and I asked your mom, is that I think it's really when we do the Thriving Females, it's literally we kind of go from like 13 to as old as we can get for any kind of females. And we just think every female out there deserves a spotlight. And I thought you guys deserved having the spotlight on you two for, completing your freshman year, being amazing, beautiful twins. I think everybody can learn something from your guys' conversation today. I think
yes, we've got a couple great comments that are in here. So great job, girls, from Kim. Thank you so much. And Mike says, great kids. We always appreciate like that feedback from everybody. So we wanted to share that.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you guys were amazing. I think you are thriving as teenagers because are you guys 15, right?
Yeah.
Yes. When do you turn 16?
April.
That when you're
and down.
Yeah.
And then get your license, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
Are you driving now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? A permit? You drive?
Yeah,
it's a permit.
So like we can drive with our parents only.
Don't worry, we're legal.
Oh, wait, that brings up something. Are you guys talking to your parents about 2 cars or 1 car?
That's actually a big topic. We're thinking we're going to start with 1 car and then see how that goes. And then
start big.
Start
big. Work your way down.
Yeah.
You got to negotiate. Come on. You start up high. Your parents are loving me right now.
Start with the 2 cars and see how that works out.
Yeah.
That's
well, thank you both so much.
Of course.
Yes, you two are thriving at your, being freshmen, now going on to sophomores and just being amazing, beautiful twins and beautiful girls, period. So thank you both for being on here today. We loved having you.
Yeah, and
Yes, thank you for having us.
I don't think we've got any schedule that we know of yet for our next interviews, but please keep an eye on our Facebook page and Instagram page. We'll post this recording up there so that everybody can see it, or come back and visit, this amazing interview. So
And encourage everybody to follow us so they can see a glimpse at girls like you and every other female that we interview. So have a good day, guys.
see ya.
Bye.
Bye.